Now, it has been a while. It has been a while since I have done one of these videos. I think it's been at least a year, if not maybe 2 years, that it's been since I have done a breakdown of the 21 Days of Beauty sale. We are, of course, talking about the spring edition. At first, I was like, oh, do not tell me that they're moving it because the fall one is always in my birthday month. So I get 21 Days of Beauty deals and double points. If you know, you know, you know? But I forgot that they do these twice a year. So we're gonna break this down today. I'm gonna go through all of the deals. I will share with you my thoughts on what is gonna be worth it, things that I'm interested in, and what I think is a waste of time, which I will be honest, I think that every year, there seems to be more and more underwhelming things or things that I'm like, okay, at first glance, there might be a knee jerk of like, ooh, and then I'm like, you don't need that. You don't need that. So we're going to talk about some of those as well. But if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. Now, all of these products should be at 50% off on the days that they are listed. Now, usually they say it's just one day of the sale, but I have noticed the past couple 21 Days of Beauty, they have had a day where they do like a sort of like roundup day where it's like, hey, a lot of the things are back on sale today, but don't count on that because I don't know that that's happening. So we are going from March 7th through March 27th. And then we also do have weekly beauty steals where certain products are on sale all week. So we'll talk about those as well. You know what, actually, why don't we're just gonna dive into those first. There is something that I would recommend in these deals and potentially something that I am curious about but probably won't get. So let's talk about that right now. In the first week, the week of the 7th through the 13th, the Gen Nude bronzers, y'all. I mean, I love a blush. I love a bronzer. Why would I not love a bronzer? I know that these are very well loved. They would be about 15 bucks during the sale. I don't need to do it. I don't need to do it. I'm not going to do it, but I am slightly tempted. I see that they do also have the First Aid Beauty KP Bump Eraser. So this is basically a body scrub with AHA. Now, this is the peach scented one. This product I have and use. I just never found it to be like that ooh and ah. Honestly, rather than going for something like this, I would recommend just using an AHA BHA serum on your actual skin. You know, if you think about, the one thing is if you have extra sensitive skin, something in shower, I guess, would be, you know, in contact with your skin for less amount of time. But I just find like, why would I not put an active on that's just gonna like stay there rather than rinse it off? But this product was just okay. If in lieu of this, I would recommend something like the Remedy Body Bump product. I'll have it linked down below, but I do really enjoy that one. It's not sticky. It doesn't smell super funky like some of those do. Pharmacy, I'm looking at you. So I would probably just forego this and go for that. All right, I have not tried much in the Wee Dad world, but if you love those products, they will be on sale as well. So then the week of the 14th through the 20th, we have the Benetint. You know, these Benetint products, I feel like they've sort of made a little bit of a comeback, but I just don't find that it's like something that I would reach for much anymore. So I feel like lip and cheek stains are all the thing. We've been there, we've done that. These are okay. There's nothing about it that like draws me in. Okay, these Seshu peel off liners. So I have heard good things about these. Both some pros and some cons, and here we have a bundle of them. So they're listed at full price for $30, so you could get all three for $15. That's not too bad if that's something that would trip your trigger. Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof liner. I've never tried that. We have some Curlsmith products. I know those are pretty popular. Lancome sunscreen. I'm just not really seeing anything in here. I'm not going to go over everything. As we get deeper into this, I'm going to mention all of the products in the weekly sales, but as we get in, I'm just going to go into the products that I'm either like intrigued by, ones that I'm going to tell you to stay away from, or the ones that I would definitely give a thumbs up on. Okay, speaking of thumbs up, in the last week, the 21st through the 27th, the Urban Decay Face Bond Self-Setting Waterproof Foundation is on sale. So Urban Decay actually sent this to me in PR. I will let you know, I already bought another one. I I just bought this from Sephora. I didn't get quite as good of a deal. I think they were 40% off, which makes me wonder if they are just like clearancing out of them. I have the shade 13, which is Cool Olive, light medium Cool Olive. I was actually just in the Ulta yesterday and in Ulta yesterday just to see if there was another shade that would suit me better, because I think that as the summer comes, I'm going to need something that's a little darker than this, but I'll just cocktail it with something else. I do not wear this on its own because it is very pigmented. It is definitely more on the, I would say, skin finish side. I think they say it's matte, but I didn't find it to be super matte. But what I like to do is cocktail this with moisturizer to make a super long wear skin tint, because if you take something that's like waterproof, super mega long wear, and you use that to tint a moisturizer, I just feel like you get a much more long wear product. So I really love this. A little bit goes a long way. I've been so happy with this. So definitely a recommend for me, and they do actually have quite a few shades, so I love that. And for $20, like, this is gonna last you a really long time. So we have the Tarte Sculpt tape and blush tape on sale. I haven't used either of those. I don't know what the price is in comparison to the Charlotte Tilbury. These are $36. I would imagine that Charlotte is probably around $45 then. I just love the original contour wand from Charlotte Tilbury. These just don't draw me in. Okay, the Dry Bar Hot Toddy. So this is a heat protectant. That product just smells so strong, and it's sort of like, to me, like a vanilla powder. Like, it is just too strong. I do not like the scent of it. Is it an okay heat protectant mist? Sure, but the fragrance of it is just way too strong for me. So I would pass on that one. Oh, we have it in two kinds. So coconut colada. Okay, that is obviously not the original, but the only thing is, like, in concentration level, I kind of wonder if that is like as strong as the original is. I would still pass on it. I personally don't like things that are like, it had that very like cloying, like viscous, you know, like the scent is in the air and you're like breathing it in. It's a pass. It's a total pass. The Rose Gold Sun Shield Body Glow Gel. Now, I did buy one of these in a previous 21 Days of Beauty sale, and I did not use it enough. I don't know what it was. I really don't know what it was. Let me get it out. Maybe it was the texture of it. This is obviously a very pre-planned, organized video. Haha. Okay, so I've got it down here. I'm gonna actually pull it out because hopefully we'll be getting enough sun. So this is the rose gold one. I think there was something in just like the texture of this. Oh, okay. I think I was like, first of all, I don't notice enough of a glow from this. It does smell good. I don't know if it's because it's like very, very separate-y. Like, is there something about this that I'm just not getting enough pigment out of this? Like, can you see that where there's definitely a lot of separation? I'm gonna, how much? Yeah, see, I just keep getting oil, like just oil. Oh my gosh, so oily. Now it does smell good. I'm just, we're just gonna be getting sunscreened up here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a day that there is probably barely any UV rays making it through the fog and the mist and the clouds here. I don't know. I just found like it's sheeny because of the oil, but I don't get any glow. But I'm just kind of wondering, is that because this has separated so much? Who knows? I definitely need to use this up though because it is getting close to expiration. So thank you for reminding me, Ulta, to pull mine out. I don't know, y'all. This one, for me, it's like, so obviously sun protection is great. What is the sun protection? 45, so that's pretty decent. If you are looking for something that has that extra glow to it, if you are going to be wearing a swimsuit, you want like that sheen, that's not always my vibe. Like, I'm not running around in a swimsuit all the time. Like, I guess I could see like popping this onto my shoulders, but I feel like if you're using a good sunscreen that has a little bit of moisturizing properties, I'm gonna get the same effect unless some of this like glow does start to come out. So for me, you know, it would be $21. I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's worth it. So that would be a pass for me. You can just save your money. They do also have their serum lip gloss on sale. I'm literally afraid to like touch my phone now. Okay, I'm gonna wipe my hands off and then we're gonna go back into what else is on sale. Okay, so Friday, March 7th. So we have the Nars Afterglow Liquid Blush on sale. Haven't tried those. I think I've heard like lukewarm things on those. Not drawing me in. I'm just going to tell you right now, Olaplex. So as a professional hairdresser, I have tried Olaplex. I have tried the Bond Builder. I've also tried just some of the products. I honestly find it to be overpriced. Now, 50% off is a great deal, but 50% off on an expensive, overpriced product, I just feel like you could do better. It's not my favorite. The Kitsch Satin Pillowcase, just keep in mind that satin is different than silk. So I would still recommend getting a mulberry silk pillowcase over a satin pillowcase. So I would skip that as well. The Benefit Cosmetics, you know I love Gimme Brow. I actually need to go through and make sure. Knowing me, I probably have several shades of Gimme Brow in here. I can already find two. Yeah, I've got two. I have shade 6 and shade 4. I'm sure shade 6. If that's probably too dark, I'm gonna find somebody to give that to. But I've already got some, so I am good to go. Still one of my favorite tinted brow products because it has, first of all, the look of it is semi-matte, so it looks more like hair. Like it's not overly shiny, and I like the fact I actually use it almost as like a natural looking brow pomade. So I put it down onto my skin to just fill in my brows. So I really like that product. Definitely a recommend. This brow enhancing serum is this like a brow growth thing? Yeah, it's supposed to be, has vitamins, plant extracts, rice protein. So it's basically going to be a glorified hair conditioner. Just know that. It's a glorified conditioner. For $24, I would give that a skip. I would give that a skip, but if you haven't tried Gimme Brow, this would be a great time to try it. So all right, Saturday, March 8th. So this is where this starts happening. So the Orabella Parfum, the Window to Soul, and it looks like it's just going to be the Window to Soul scent. So this one has, and it's funny because they were just out and I was gonna smell them again because I did smell them when they first came out. So the top notes are lemon, geranium, and mint, jasmine infusion, and damask rose in the middle, and the base is tonka bean. So these actually have oil in them. So they have like, you really kind of want to shake them a bit, and they have an actual oil in them. So at half price, the 3.4 ounce, I'm assuming it's going to be the 3.4 ounce size, would be $50. I smelled these and didn't feel the need to grab one. But when I find out that something is half off, I'm like, oh, maybe. And I'm like, Kelly, you didn't feel the need to have it before. You certainly don't need it now. So you definitely would have to be a floral lover to be able to like something that has those notes in it. So for me, florals are very tricky on me. I am finding I have a couple that I absolutely love. There's a lot that I loathe. So gonna pass on that. Now the Peach and Lily Skincare, they are showing the Retinol for All Renewing Serum and the Transparency Pro Brightening Moisturizer. So funny thing, I was actually just talking to my sister, and she has some vitamin C sensitivities. I've talked to her about using vitamin C because she suffers from melasma, and sometimes she's just found that certain things will like break her out or just cause her skin to not be happy. But she's actually been using these and enjoying them. So for half off, I'm definitely, of course, going to be sending her a message to be like, hey, these are on sale. But she said that she's been enjoying them. I know that Peach and Lily gets pretty good reviews. I have personally not tried these, but if you are looking for something to try, with both of these being at $25 a crack or so, that's actually not too bad. The Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray is on sale. Is this just, oh no, they're going to be like all on sale. That's pretty exciting. I love that setting spray. I actually have been using the hyaluronic acid one. Really enjoy this. The sprayer on this one though sucks. So I don't know if it's all of them or it's just I got a dud, but I do really like it. Usually the sprayer on that is really nice. So I don't know what happened there, but I do like it. I, however, am pretty sure that I have a backup, so I'm gonna pass. The Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm Makeup Remover from Clinique. This is a product that I did not enjoy. I did not find it to be really good at taking off makeup. Maybe that was just me. I was like almost hate panning it by the end. Like I was just using globs of it to try to get it to be effective and to use it up. It just wasn't a fave. Okay, I have to be honest. Oh, see, they don't have the luminizing ones. Okay, so the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs are going to be on sale, but just the cream and the heat version. So the luminizers are my favorite, and those ones aren't on sale. Also, I'm pretty sure we all have a lot of lip gloss, but if you have a fave from those two categories, $13 or so is not bad for those. The Sniff Cocoa Shimmy, I have smelled this. Could I possibly get drawn into purchasing something for half off? I mean, at half off, that's only gonna be like $32.50, but I smelled this and I didn't make note of it. So to me, it's not worth it and I need to not get sucked in. Very tempted about the Half Magic eye crayons. I keep wanting to be an eyeshadow stick person, and then I keep finding them to be disappointing. So I'm going to pass. The CosRx Advanced Snail Mucin is going to be on sale. I know that is a fan fave. I would not be surprised if that one sells out. So if you want to snag that one, March 9th is the day to do so. On the 10th, First Aid Beauty is doing their Facial Radiance pads. I have tried these ones. I do not like them as well as the other ones that sometime have been featured in sales from a different brand. I'm blanking on it right now, but these were just okay for me. Honestly, I feel like you can get better bang for your buck by getting an exfoliating toner or an exfoliating serum. These pads, you're totally just paying for the convenience of a swipe on, you know, but none of us need that. So that would be a pass for me. I've never tried Bobbi Brown's cream eyeliner stick, and I've got way more than enough eyeliner. I know a lot of people love the Purity cleanser from Philosophy. Again, that's another one that I did try it because I'm sure I got like a free sample and something from Ulta, and just find that it just doesn't do enough for me. So that's a pass for me. Okay, I need to know from all of you, because I have currently been using Latisse. I've always had good results with it. I sort of fell off the wagon and I've been using it again, but I see that the Grande Cosmetics Lashes and Brow Bestie set is going to be on sale. So it'll be $55 for a 6-week travel supply of the lash enhancing serum, an 8-week travel supply of the brow enhancing serum, which I've heard of people just sort of like using one for either or, and then the curling and fanning mascara in a travel size. So let's see, you would get that for about $27.50. That's a pretty good deal. If you've used the Grande Lash, let us know in the comments down below if you noticed an improvement. Usually things like this, they end up making your lashes longer, but don't necessarily make it thicker. They essentially just slow down the shedding phase of your lashes. I would be very curious. I'm pretty happy with my Latisse, but there are some days where I'm like, oh, maybe there's something better out there or something less expensive. So let me know your thoughts, but if you were looking for something, that would be a good way to try it. Okay, this is one that I get excited about. They're in so many of the 21 Days of Beauty. On Tuesday, the 11th, the About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paints are on sale. These are great. Full sentence, period, stop, that's it. They come in a variety of colors. They are so beautiful. They blend really easily on the eyes. They last a long time. I love these. I think that they are, what, 16 bucks at full price? Definitely a great time to snag them. I'm gonna be passing because I have not only all the colors that I want probably, but all the colors I could ever need. Like, I do not need to be getting anything, but if you have not tried any, listen, if you have not tried any, do yourself a favor, do me a favor, and just get one. Get one in, whether it's like, they have a couple more like nude tone shades that you could use as a base. Get one in a color that you think would be fun to try to use as an eyeliner, something like that, something you could smudge at the lash line. I just think that they're so much fun to use. Okay, I see different IT brushes deals every single day. I have to say, I mean, at 50% off, sure, but like, I just find that IT brushes are just, honestly, they're just overpriced. Like, over time, I feel like they get, you know, a little bit more scratchy. I've just not been super impressed. Also, I just find that they're a little heavy, so it's going to be a pass for me on all of the IT brushes. I just have so many other brands of brush that I appreciate that I don't think I could ever see myself using another IT brush ever again. Okay, I want to just make a note on the Bio-Ionic Curling Iron. Now, this one that's on sale is not the one that I have. I got the one that, it's just like a black barrel. It is the 1.25, it's just a black barrel. Things that I love is that it's a longer barrel for longer hair. Things that I don't love, no matter what temperature setting I have it on, it makes the hair smell burned, which just scares me. It makes me feel like maybe the heat on it isn't even. I'm really fussy when it comes to my curling irons. I still hands down prefer my Paul Mitchell ones over this. Like, I love the Neuro Curl and the Clipped 1.25. they don't make my hair smell burned. The Bioionic one does make my hair smell burned. I don't use it anymore. I got it when I was looking for, I needed an upgraded 1.25 iron, and at Paul Mitchell, they just didn't have it in stock at the time. And I was like, I need one right now. So, regrets. Okay, can I just say that this is the worst name? It's the worst name. MAC has these Squirt plumping lip gloss sticks. You're gonna name something Squirt? That just grosses me out. It just grosses me out. A lip gloss stick, I don't need. I mean, it just sounds like something, especially going into spring and summer. I have some of those really balmy, like even like the Lisa Eldridge Balm Embrace. If I have that in my pocket and I'm, you know, rocking it halfway through the day, I go to like put it on again, I have to be very careful because it's less solid because of my body heat. So I can only imagine going into like the summertime. This is not something you'd want to leave in your car, probably not leaving it in your pocket. So something as fussy as that is gonna make a pass for me. If you love looking like a robot, the Ophir Cosmetics highlighters are on sale. That's all I'm gonna say there. You know, there was a time in life, but I think there are also a lot of other brands that you can choose to give your money to. Okay, Ellis Brooklyn Sweet. This is going to be a great deal. It's an online only offer. This is just a nice, lovely fragrance. If you just, I think it's a good starter fragrance for anyone that enjoys something that is, yes, a little bit sweet. Let's see, what do they say the notes are? Pear, ambrette, and bergamot. The middle is violet, orris, and heliotrope, and the base is marshmallow, white amber, and cashmere. So this has a little bit of like a je ne sais quoi. It's sort of like, it's sweet, but it's not overly candy. I'm gonna have to, I have a sample somewhere. I'm gonna have to pull mine out and smell it because I didn't get a lot of pear in it, which is really interesting. So definitely one to get your nose on. Maybe they still have it at Sephora. I've actually never seen the Ellis Brooklyn scents in my Ulta, but you know that I do have a lot of Ellis Brooklyn that I enjoy. This is a great one to cocktail with, to combine with other fragrances. I've definitely done that before, but now I need to get it back out. All right, something that totally would have sucked me in the past is these Stila Stay All Day Smudge and Set Waterproof Gel Eyeliners. Listen, if you like an eyeliner, if you need an eyeliner, these are honestly great. They are great. How much would these be? 10, 11.50. Like, that's a really good deal. They have them in a ton of colors. I would assume all the colors will be on sale. They're just a beautiful, good, like, stay all day liner. I still have some. Most of them are probably dried out at this point. I just don't wear enough eyeliner to make it worth purchasing a new eyeliner. I'm very tempted to be like, oh, do they have any new colors? Now I'm looking here and it looks like they have many less colors than I remember. Some of them are like shimmers, some they do have a couple mattes as well. Okay, the Rabanne eyeshadow duos. Now at full price, these are $28. Now, I have spent close to $14 or around $14 on a single eyeshadow before. But those are like special multi-chromes. Like these, are these all, I'm assuming that all of these are like a matte and a shimmer. Oh, no, they have a couple that are maybe duos of shimmers. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily see anything in here that is like wowing. Pretty, yes. Wowing, no. For 14 bucks at half price, I'm just not a duo person. Now I have to say, if I saw the cream eyeshadows on sale, I would maybe snag one because I've tried those and I really like the one that I was sent. I would maybe get one of those. These eyeshadow palette duos are a pass for me. If you like a, you know, easy peasy grab and go, maybe that's what you want and maybe you don't have that currently. But I would ask you to go through your current collection and see if you could find, you know, a dupe of like something where you could like pop the two together. I'm just saying. Okay, moving on here. This is kind of a shocker. The entire Lorac line is going to be 50% off. The entire line. I have to be honest, I am very tempted to pick up an eyeshadow palette just because I do really like the Lorac formula. The mattes are beautiful. The shimmers are great, standard shimmers. And I am just finding myself like getting back into that like standard like shimmer vibe. The thing is I do not need any of these. I don't need any of these. There was a time in which, was it the Fairy Tale palette? that I had kind of wanted to snag. Like I don't need any of these, but if you are looking for a good eyeshadow palette, if you like these color stories and you like a good classic high quality formula, the Lorac formula is really great. I don't really know a lot about the rest of the brand, and I'm not tempted by anything else from the brand, but did just want to make mention of that. Ooh, y'all. Okay, on Friday, March 14th, the Pure Silk Skinny Scrunchies from Slip are on sale. So these are like the standard, not like a big scrunchie. Of course, I don't have any of them in here. Not like the bigger ones, but they're also not quite as small as like a hair tie. They're sort of somewhere in between. I love these. You have the pink, nude, and black version. You have the, what looks to be like a charcoal, a silver, and a blue. And then the other version is a like blushy pink, a seafoam green, and white. Half price. That's actually a really good deal. That's a really good deal. So if you like a good silk scrunchie, I tell you what, I am going to be like shouting this from the rooftops to all of my clients. I might be picking up a set. I'll probably just get a set of the nude and black and pink ones because I use those a lot. I should probably just look to see if I need any at all. But anyway, great deal. All right, here is another one of my favorite products. I have talked about this over and over again. I love this moisturizer. It is a no frills moisturizer, but the Ultra Facial Cream with Squalane is going to be available. Now this is the refill, it looks like, that is going to be on sale. So that is 5 ounces. It's 5 ounces of product. That's pretty bananas. I'm not sure if the other sizes are on sale, but this is a great moisturizer. It is just lovely. No frills, but it absolutely works. I really do like it, so I recommend it if you are looking for something. However, if it is only the refill size and you have never tried it, that's a lot of product to purchase without having ever tried it before. I can't imagine why anyone wouldn't like it because it's a good like middle of the road, not heavy, not super lightweight. It's kind of like somewhere in the middle. But anyway, I don't need one, so I'm gonna pass. Now, on the 14th, they are announcing a fragrance surprise steal. I'm excited to see what that is. I'm curious. I don't know. Like a lot of times it just ends up being like some basic designer perfume, but I have seen, I think, was it Billie Eilish that was in one year? Can't remember. I will be curious. I'll be curious to see what it is, so I'm definitely going to keep my eyes peeled for that. All right, if you love the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, it is going to be on sale on the 15th. Also, the entire Idole fragrance collection, not the travel sizes, but the full sizes. Don't need any of those. I do, oh, not the shimmer, not the shimmery ones. Tarte. See, Tarte Juicy Lip Plump. I was excited, and then I saw the shimmer, and I was like, I don't need a shimmery product for my lips. So I'll pass on that one too. I was gonna pass on it anyway. I don't need any lip products. Okay, I am curious. Let me know if you have tried this. I really love the Dermalogica Daily Exfoliant Powder. I can't remember what the original one is called. In the last 21 Days of Beauty, or maybe the one previous to that, whatever. In one of them, oh my gosh, I think it has like charcoal in it or something. Ugh, there was a different, like a super exfoliant or something. Superfoliant, that might be what it was called. I picked that one up. I've been using that. I really enjoy it. I find that when I am doing like my skincare rotation, and if I fall off my retinol for too long, when I put it back in, I go through that shedding phase, and I find that this product helps just get off that surface layer of dead skin that's coming off without like irritating my skin. It's very, very gentle. So even the Superfoliant, that one I find that Skinfoliant, I think that's what it's called. The original is the Skinfoliant. The Superfoliant has like the charcoal or whatever that's supposed to help with impurities. This one is the Milk Foliant. So I would have a feeling that this is meant to be even more gentle maybe, and maybe even hydrating. So this says it polishes, provides more vibrant skin, replenishes and restores skin's moisture barrier, and relieves skin with calming and soothing ingredients. So this one has vegan oat-based powder. This one also has coconut milk and AHA and BHA's papain extract to resurface the skin, and oat bran. Okay, so at full price, I think it was $68. Oof. Dang, Dermalogica prices have been like getting up there. Holy smokes. When I first started doing hair at the salon I was working at, we carried Dermalogica products and I absolutely fell in love. I still really like them, but man, the prices have gone up, just like everything, right? $34. I'm gonna have to see how much of the superfoliant that I have left. I might consider picking this up to give it a try. The thing is it's like I probably could have used that more in the winter and then going into the summer use the superfoliant, but we'll just have to see. I'm undecided. I really don't need a lot of skincare. Like I definitely don't need like my chemical exfoliants. I have enough of that, but I do like something that is very gently physically exfoliating to polish my skin on those days that I need it, and these products work really well, at least the other ones I've tried. Enough, I believe in Dermalogica enough that I would totally blind buy that if I feel like I need some. And by the way, for anyone wondering, I have tried the Good Molecules Pineapple Exfoliating Powder. That does a pretty good job. It could totally just be me and my bougie tendencies, but I just find that the Dermalogica does that much better. Is it worth the price difference? I don't know. When you're getting something for 50% off, that's a lot closer to the Good Molecules price. I don't know. It's a brand that I love. What can I say? All right, on the 16th, I don't really see anything worth mentioning necessarily. The Clinique Happy Eau de Parfum is going to be on sale. I know that a lot of people still love that. I think that especially like for a first-time fragrance wearer, for somebody that likes something citrusy, it's a fun one. It's an easy wear. Is it something revolutionary? No. Do I need it? No. But if you like it, 50% off is a great deal. Okay, on the 18th, let's see here. There was a time in which that I used the Tarte Shape Tape setting spray. It was decent if you need one. I would say, honestly, if you need one, I would pick up one of the Urban Decay ones. I like those better, but if you need one and you forgot to buy that day, that would be okay. I know that a lot of people love Briogeo hair care. I'm just like, meh. I did try the Scalp Revival scrub, and just, the thing was is the scrubs in it, like they disintegrate or dissolve before I feel like it does much of anything for the scalp. So that's a pass for me, but if you love it, they will be on sale. I cannot tell a lie. I am slightly tempted by the 50% off sale on the lip to cheek products from RMS Beauty. You know I love a good cream cheek product. I think they're $40 originally. I do not need any cream cheek products right now. I'm gonna pass, but they are very tempting, which of course is exactly what Ulta wants to do to you. I'm going to stay strong though. Okay, is there anything else on this day? So, all right, the PMD microdermabrasion tool. So I have a video on this going through the product, actually using it. I think I did use it on camera. I also have an update. I actually think that for the price, this product is pretty decent. And as someone who has gotten professional microdermabrasion done, this is by no means like the same, but I think it does a decent job if you are looking for some skincare at home. I do think you have to be very aware of your skin type. If you have really sensitive skin, this is going to be a pass. Even with the sensitive discs, I just think that if you have sensitive skin, just pass on like something that's this aggressively physical. But that being said, I do think it's actually a decent device, and 50% off, you can't really beat that. So I will also have my video on that link down below if you want to check that out. Okay, I think that I saw these when I saw all of the brands coming out with all of these like lip stain pens. I actually picked up a couple of the Wet n Wild ones. I plan on picking up one of the Tarte ones, but now I'm kind of like, maybe I just need one of the Stila ones. The thing is I need to find one that has a shade that I'm looking for. I want to see. Oh, these do come in quite a few different shades. They only have 3 stars. That's like so-so. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. But I am into the thought of a long wear lip stain liner 100%. Is that the one I'm gonna snag? Maybe not. I went to Ulta actually looking for the Tarte ones to swatch to see if I could find a shade of what I'm looking for, but they didn't have them there. I'm gonna have to do some research on these, but this is kind of an interesting thought. Interesting thought at any rate. Is it something that I'm going to pick up? We will have to see. Lanolips, the original 101. Listen, this is just the original lip balm, but I do really love it. They do have the ones that are kind of like flavored or a little bit more fun. Like this is just literally the only one that they have is the original, sort of like unflavored. But for half off, it's a great way to try it. Definitely a recommend from me. The original Fix Plus is on sale on the 21st. I'm gonna have to see if I have another one after this because I am about halfway done. If I don't have another one, I will probably be picking one up. Can't really beat 50% off. Acqua di Gioia from Armani is on sale on the 22nd. I love that scent on other people. On me, it smells like cleaning products, very sadly, but I do really like that on other people. If you like a kind of aquatic freshie, did not work on me. Okay, on Monday the 24th, a few of the Paul Mitchell tea tree items are on sale. Now, as a professional hairdresser, it really kills me to be like encouraging people to go into a store rather than like a local salon to support. Like, I just think support your local hairdresser, y'all. But for 50% off, you just aren't going to be able to find that anywhere else. So I do want to give a shout out. Now, out of the 4 products that they will have on sale that day, my favorite is the shaping cream. If you are looking for a product to give pieciness, a little bit of texture, especially if you have like short hair or medium hair with layers. I love the fact that it remains a touchable product. The fragrance is great. It doesn't smell like tea tree oil, by the way. It has like an almost, I don't know, it's a fresh scent, but it doesn't smell like tea tree oil. But that product, I just really enjoy it a lot. They also have the tea tree styling gel, which is a beautiful, like, feels clean in the hair gel, and then 2 moisturizing and scalp treatments. So you have the tea tree hair and body moisturizer. That is a leave-in hair moisturizer and beautiful lightweight body lotion. And then the tea tree hair and scalp treatment has little micro exfoliating beads that will help exfoliate the scalp. And then it's a really beautiful, rich hydrator. So I do just want to make comment on that. For those of you that don't know, I am a national trainer for the brand, so probably biased, but I definitely like those products, especially the shaping cream. I sell that a lot at the salon for, like I said, for like short to medium tousled hair types. Okay, moving into, wow, I'm surprised that there is only the 1 lip oil. Maybe I saw a Kylie Cosmetics product up higher, but Bobbi Brown lip oils will be on sale on the 25th. I don't need any lip products, so we are just gonna zoom right past that. Y'all, I feel like we're getting down to the dregs here. I'm not really seeing anything. That is going to be it from me. So a few things, I mean, actually there were a few things that even if they aren't things that I'm gonna pick up or things that don't necessarily work for me, maybe they're gonna work for you. Is there anything that you're looking to snag? Like I said, I think that the Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation, what else? The PMD, if that's a device that you would like to pick up. I talked about the Stila eyeliners. If you need an eyeliner, like there are a few things in here that it's like, yeah, okay, I could see that. The skincare for me, the big one would be the Milk Foliant from Dermalogica. So a few things in here, but is there anything that I feel, oh, the fragrance surprise. I'm gonna be curious about that one on the 14th. So a few things in here. There's nothing that I for sure am gonna be buying, but it's been a while since a full 21 Days of Beauty has gone by and I haven't purchased anything. So I don't know. You'll have to let me know if there's anything that you have your eye on for the sale. Let me know if you disagree with any of the things that I said, or if you agree. Leave a comment so that we can all help each other in this beauty community. Thank you, lovelies, so much. This was a fun one. Like I said, it's been a while since I've chatted about one of the sales. So that is all for today, and I will see you really soon.